accounting, and CO stands for controlling. So ये दो मॉड्यूल है, FI और CO. So आइए हम जानते हैं further about SAP and FICO. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here, what is SAP? So SAP stands for Systems, Applications and Products in Data Processing. So ये एक ERP सॉफ्टवेयर है, and this is the SAP is the fourth largest software company in the world. और ये R3 स्ट्रक्चर पे काम करती है. So it has different versions since it was started. So uh, it is a kind of software which provides end-to-end solutions to a company. So इस SAP में हमारे पास सारे तरह का डेटा होता है हर डिपार्टमेंट का. This is the reason why we use SAP and why SAP is so popular, right? So let's move on and let's see. SAP was started in 1972 by five former IBM employees. So five IBM employees ने मिलके इसको start किया था. जो first जब ये start हुआ था 1972 में, so it started with its first version R1 system, which was launched in 1972. And R1R actually stands for real-time data processing, right? And since it started, it was SAP का जो फर्स्ट वर्जन था वो R1 सिस्टम, R1 it was R1 was the version. And later in 1972 second version इन्होंने लॉन्च किया, which was R2 was released. And later R3 जो कि ECC वर्जन है, और अब जो वर्जन पे काम हो रहा है वो है S4 HANA. So now this SAP software has an advanced version of S4 HANA, in which most of the companies are working. Okay, so let's see what are the modules in SAP. So SAP में functional module और technical module है. So functional module are those modules in which this FICO, production planning, material management, SD, sales and distribution, warehouse management, quality management, और बहुत सारे modules है which comes under the functional modules, right? So what this SAP people will work on this SAP FICO, जो हम करने जा रहे हैं, सीखने जा रहे हैं FICO. So we will be uh, treated as a functional consultant, right? और technical consultant क्या है? Technical consultant as like the technical people who do the programming and all on this SAP software. So ABAPer हो गया. So this ABAPer, NetWeaver, Basis, these are the technical modules in SAP. Okay, so now let's see what is FICO. So FICO stands for financial accounting, and CO stands for controlling. FICO is the important module of ERP for both FI and CO module. So ये financial data, so day to day financial activity जितना भी हमारा होता है, that all we record in this uh, FICO. So FICO module is also एक अच्छा पार्ट ये है कि FICO is integrated with other modules as well, जैसे कि मटेरियल मैनेजमेंट हो गया या सेल्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हो गया, प्रोडक्शन प्लानिंग हो गया. सो इन सब मॉड्यूल के साथ इंटीग्रेटेड करता है, यानी कि इंटरलिंक्ड है. सो इट इज़ लिंक्ड विद ईच अदर, सो दैट कि जैसे मुझे लेट्स सपोज कि मैं अगर फाइनेंस का डेटा है मेरे पास, सो आई कैन ऑल्सो हैव एक्सेस टू HR डिपार्टमेंट और सेल्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डिपार्टमेंट. सो ये एक अच्छी बात है SAP सॉफ्टवेयर का कि हमारे पास सारे डिपार्टमेंट का डेटा होता है, विच इज़ नॉट अवेलेबल एंड विच इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल इन अदर सॉफ्टवेयर, एज इन लाइक ओरेकल हो गया या माइक्रोसॉफ्ट डायनामिक्स हो गया या टैली हो गया. सो इन सब सॉफ्टवेयर पे हम लोगों के पास एक स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन होता है, एक स्पेसिफिक डेटा होता है. वी डोंट हैव डेटा of other departments, and this is the reason why SAP is so popular, जिसके वजह से हम SAP software is acquired more than 65% of the overall companies is using across the globe this SAP software. This is the reason why this SAP is so popular, so famous, because it is integrated and it is very we can say it's very good for the business day-to-day processes, because it is integrated and we have the information of all other departments at one place. Now let's move on to the types of SAP projects. So SAP may there are different types of projects which we work on. So SAP में पहले तो आता है implementation project. Next we have a support project, and after that a rollout project and upgradation project. Right? Implementation project वो होता है जब हम एक existing software से move करते हैं SAP software पे. Let's suppose if I'm using Tally, and if I have to move my data from Tally to SAP, so this is what we call implementation project. Support project क्या है? Once the implementation is done, we will be providing support on that project, on that software, particular software. So that is called support project. Rollout project. Rollout project is something as in we are working in our software is in one country, and we are moving that to another country, so we have to follow that country's compliances, legal formalities, tax, GST and all. So moving from one country to another country, it's what we call a rollout project. Upgradation project is something as in SAP we started with, as I said, R1 version, then we move to R2 version, then we have R3, that is ECC, and now we have S4HANA. So if someone is working on R1 uh, version, let's suppose you have to move into R2 version, right? So that what we can see, we are upgrading from one version to another. Let's suppose if some company is working on ECC 6.0, and if wants to move into S4 HANA, then we have to upgrade that entire system from the older version to the newer version. That is what we call SAP upgradation project. So these are the simply we can say the four kinds of projects जिस पे हम काम करते हैं when we work as a consultant in SAP. Okay, now moving to the next slide, which says SAP end user and SAP consultant. Okay, so SAP end user कौन होता है? SAP end user are those who are working on taking care of the day-to-day transaction, as in जो भी purchase invoice हो गया या sale invoice हो गया, ledger posting हो गया. So they will be doing this. The end user will be working on this. What do you say? Will be taking care of this transaction, day-to-day transactions. जो भी वो entry post करेंगे, that will be done by the end user. SAP consultant क्या करेगा? SAP consultant is responsible for designing and building the software as per the business requirement. तो जैसे भी business का requirement है, जो company है या किस तरह का client है, और जो भी what do you say, it's a kind of or SAP consultant, they design the complete software in a manner so that it can be properly worked by the end user. So end user के काम करने लायक उसको डिजाइन करते हैं. This SAP consultant, they design it, the software in such a way that it is easy to work for the end users. So the main role of the SAP consultant is responsible for designing, building, and deploying SAP-based ERP solutions. Okay, and end users are responsible for operating day-to-day transaction को किस तरह से post करना है, क्या कैसे क्या entry करना है. This all are the roles and responsibilities of this end user. So far we understood what is SAP, what are the different projects, what is FICO, and what are the different projects in FICO, what end user does, and what a consultant does. So let us also see कि इसका इंटरफेस जो सॉफ्टवेयर पे ये SAP एंड यूज़र या SAP कंसल्टेंट काम करता है, ये किस तरीके का दिखता है, ये कैसा इसका इंटरफेस होता है. राइट, सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू आर SAP सॉफ्टवेयर एंड लेट्स सी कि इसका इंटरफेस कैसा है और कौन सा सॉफ्टवेयर है जिसमें हम काम करते हैं. सो दिस इज़ द SAP log on page. We will click on log on. Log on पे क्लिक करने के बाद we will get this screen जहाँ पे हम we will enter our username. So I'm entering my username, which is this, and the password. Okay, then we'll press enter. Okay, once we press enter, this is what the interface looks like. Okay, so this is the SAP Easy Access screen, right? So in this SAP Easy Access screen, who will work? The end user will work. End user will work on this SAP Easy Access screen. इस screen को हम कहते हैं SAP Easy Access screen. इस screen पे कौन काम करेगा? End user काम करेगा, right? Let's suppose कि end user को कोई entry post करना है, तो यहाँ गया accounting पे, financial accounting पे, let's suppose general ledger पे, उसके बाद document entry. So this is the path which the end user will follow to go to this page. अब इसको कोई किसी भी तरीके का उसको एंट्री पोस्ट करना है या इस पेज पे आके, so he have to go to this path, or either he can use this T code. This is what the number FB50 या FB50L. So हर एक you know एंट्री के सामने एक ये T code होता है जिसको हम कहते हैं ट्रांजैक्शनल कोड. सो लेट्स सपोज इफ यू कम टू दिस पाथ एंड वी एंटर दिस, राइट, जो इस तरीके का इंटरफेस खुल जाएगा. सो जहाँ पे एक एंड यूज़र सारा कुछ अपना पोस्टिंग करेगा, जो भी उसका इनवॉइस है, जो भी है डॉक्यूमेंट, वो अपना यहाँ पे पोस्ट करेगा, राइट. अगर वो यहाँ, ओके, नाउ वी एग्जिट फ्रॉम दिस पेज. लेट्स सपोज कि अगर उसे इस पाथ के थ्रू नहीं आना है, तो वो एक शॉर्टकट की, जिसे हम लोग ट्रांजैक्शनल कोड भी कहते हैं, टी कोड, which is this FB50, which is in the left hand side of whatever the postings are, उसके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में होता है, उसके बराबर में. सो दिस इज व्हाट द टी कोड इज. सो लेट्स सपोज मुझे इसी पेज पे आना है, तो हम कैसे आ सकते हैं? इस टी कोड के थ्रू. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, आई विल एंटर दिस टी कोड and this command box. Okay, so the what is the T code? T code is FB50. Okay, so FB50 is the T code. Okay, see, so हमने एंटर किया FB50 और हम इस स्क्रीन पे आ गए, राइट. So this is the same screen. So what is the idea? Idea is कि if we know the T code, right, we can come here by the T code, or we can come by the path. So this is what is called SAP Easy Access Screen. इस स्क्रीन पे कौन काम करेंगे? जितने भी एंड यूजर है, they all will work in on this screen. They all will work on this screen. SAP end user will work on this page. Now, now the question is, SAP consultant कौन से पेज पे काम करेगा? So now let's move on to the page on which the SAP consultant will work. So for SAP consultant, we have a different page, which is SPRO screen. So we will can and press enter. We will go to SAP reference IMG, and this is the screen on which the SAP consultants will work. All the consultants, be it FICO consultant, be it any consultant, or who is working on SAP, will work on this page. What is this called? This is called display IMG screen, or this display IMG page. So here also we have the same process, wherein we can come either by the path, or we can use the T code, right. So let's suppose कि मुझे आप एक कंपनी क्रिएट करना है, कंपनी डिफाइन करना है. So what is the path for that? We'll go to enterprise structure, we'll go to definitions, we'll go to financial accounting, and here define company. So let me click on define company. Let's see. Okay, this is the screen. Now we have to create a new company. So we will click on new entry, and this is the page where we will enter the details of a new company, right. So for coming here, what we have done, we have used the path, or what we can say, we have used the T code. Now we can use the T code. So the question is, how we gonna use the T code? So for this, अब इसके बराबर में T code नहीं है, राइट। इसके बराबर में टी कोड नहीं है, तो टी कोड इसका कहाँ से आएगा? सो इसका टी कोड हमें जनरेट करने के लिए वी हैव टू गो टू additional information display key, then img activity. So this is the path to get the T code for this defined company, or let's suppose for credit control area या किसी भी particular path के लिए हमें T code कहाँ से मिलेगा? इस path पे आके कहाँ पे जाना है हमें? Additional information display key img activity, and we have to click here, and we'll get this page wherein we will have the T codes. Now let us find out कि इसका T code क्या है, डिफाइन कंपनी का T code क्या है, या क्रेडिट कंट्रोल एरिया का T code क्या है, या बिजनेस एरिया का T code क्या है. So for that the T code is OX15. OX15 is the T code for defined company. So this number, the last four digit number, is the T code, is the T code for any specific path. Let's suppose if you have to go to define company, this is the T code. Let's suppose if you go to define credit control area, it's OB45. So last four digit here, last four digit is the T code for any specific area which we need to create. So either we can go by path, or we can use the T code for that particular page we want to go. So let's see कि हम T code से कैसे इस पेज पे जाएंगे. Let's suppose its T code is 0x15. So let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, now here we will enter the T code, and we press enter. Okay, this is the page. Okay, let's see. This is the page where we have come. So, either we can come by the path, or we can come by entering simply the T code. So this is how we come to this page, and this was all about the introduction about the SAP, and its interface is the software on which the end user and the SAP consultant will work. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on SAP FICO. Thank you. Thank you for watching.